Hello.
And welcome to
episode 5 of We Love That For You.
We're back again.
We're back, bitches.
We're just going to keep coming back and back and back.
Yeah, you can't get rid of us now.
No, literally.
We're in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
We've committed to the
Sorry,
pod.
guys.
So sorry you have to put up with us.
So I just thought I'd let you know, guys, about the most embarrassing thing that happened to me this weekend.
So funny.
It was so bad. So I basically got home and I had loads of stuff in my car. So I made when you make 2 trips in.
Yeah.
So I put half of my stuff in and I put my phone and my keys down.
As you do.
Yeah, on the floor. Ran back out to my car and then the door closed behind me. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, my dad's home. I'll just knock on the door. So I put all the other stuff, just at the door. And I knocked on the door and I was like, knocking. And I was like,
hello.
It's like, hello, Dad. Like, shouting, like, knocking again. Nothing. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, I don't have my keys. They're inside. I don't have my phone.
You can't even call anybody.
No, that's what I mean. So I was like, what do I do? And then I remembered, like, my Velux was, like, a little bit open.
Yeah.
So I climbed on my dad's van onto my garage roof.
If someone saw you, they'd probably think, breaking in?
Well, I didn't look like.
Imagine if the police came, like.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, it's my house, I swear. Like, you can look at my phone. But no, so I was like, I made sure that there was no one.
Yeah.
I made sure the coast was clear.
Yeah.
Someone was walking past and I was just sat there, like, at my door, like, Dad, let me in. It was so bad. And then so I climbed on my van, climbed on top of my garage.
Yeah.
Climbed the roof. Scaled
I
it.
honestly don't know how you have the balls to do that. I would be shaking. Like, heights scare me.
See, heights, I don't have an issue with heights, so I feel like it was fine.
Like, one slip and you would have fell to your death.
No, because
Not
I
that
would
your
have
house
fallen
is so
onto the
high,
garage.
but-
I probably would have fallen straight through the garage. I probably would have died if that happened.
Yeah, like, that's risky.
Well,
Parkour.
yeah. Live life on the edge. But no, so, and then I was like, I'm wearing Crocs. So I had to take my Crocs off and my fluffy socks.
So you're climbing barefoot up
I did it. I climbed on top of my dad's van and on top of the garage.
Then the Crocs came off.
Then the Crocs came off because I was thinking,
You weren't
I need
whacking
grip.
them into sports mode?
No.
For the climbing?
Yeah, literally. For the rock wall. So then I climbed the scale of my roof, like, pushed my Velux and I was like, oh my God, it's not fucking opening.
No.
Yeah, and then I, like, kicked it with my foot and it opened.
Oh.
And it's not like one of those big Veluxes, it's like a little Velux because I've got other windows. So I literally, and then my cat was like meowing at me and I said, just go away.
Not in the mood now, Naboo.
You're embarrassing me. So then I literally just lowered myself in, right? I walked downstairs. My dad sat in the fucking lounge.
Matthew.
Yeah. I said,
How
Dad.
did he not hear you?
I know. And I said, Dad, I've just climbed in my Velux.
Yeah.
And he was like, why? And I said, because I was knocking on the door for about 10 minutes.
Was he in the lounge?
Yeah, just watching telly.
And was the telly really loud?
Well,
or?
yeah, because dads always have their telly so loud.
But you were knocking loads and he couldn't hear
I was
you?
knocking loads, yeah, shouting like, Dad, let me in.
He probably heard you and
Probably
thought,
just thought, oh, she's being like, lazy.
get on
Just
with
get
it.
Your keys out, Eleanor.
Yeah.
Cheers. But I was like, okay, well, thanks. And I've actually just realised it's just clocked that my shoes are still on top of the garage.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go home and get them.
I'm
Put
not
them in a
going up
safe
in the
place.
dark.
Oh, no. Risky.
They'll probably stay up there till the weekend.
For the rest of the year, at least.
I probably won't even ever get them again.
No.
My dad will go up one day and be like,
What are these
That's
doing?
so
there?
weird.
Nice little accessory for the house. They the pink
truthfully,
ones.
Yeah.
Cute.
I know, fluffy socks.
Stunning.
I know, so cute.
That is not really embarrassing, but
no.
infuriating
someone
that your
saw
dad
me-
was in.
Like, cheers.
Yeah.
Like, you've just left your daughter stranded.
What would you have done if your Velux window was shut?
Well, I've waited for you.
Oh,
you
I
were
was
coming round. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, so
you'd have just had to wait outside.
yeah, and just use your makeup
Okay.
and worn my Crocs.
And
to
we'd have
dinner.
got ready in my car.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what happened to me on the weekend.
What is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
throwing up on a plane.
Oh.
It was bad.
Oh my God, talk us through that.
So me and Jack went
Trigger warning, if you don't like sick, don't listen.
So me and Jack went to Forta, I think it was 2023.
Yeah.
And we went out on our final night.
Yeah.
And I think we were out until like 4 or 5 a.m.
Oh.
And our pickup call for the airport was at 6:30.
That is disgusting behaviour.
And I don't go out and I don't really drink. So
you can't be flying with no sleep on a
hangover
or still drunk, I guess.
I literally. And we got back to the hotel, like I was fucked.
Oh my God.
Like so fucked to the point where I was like barely walk. I was like fine. Like I could walk.
Right.
But like
not in the mood for getting
flying.
on no.
So then, like, we went to bed, but everything was fine.
Went to bed for how long?
Well, I don't know. But then I woke up and I threw up.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, just go back to sleep, just sleep it off, drink loads of water, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so it was probably about 20 to 7.
Yeah.
And we got a phone call in our hotel room. They're like, we're really sorry, but your bus is here to pick you up.
What, early?
No, we were late. We didn't wake up. So then we were like rushing around the hotel room, like packing all of our stuff. Bearing in mind, Jack left loads of stuff behind. Yeah. So luckily not like passports or anything.
Yeah.
So we got in this bus and the whole bus ride I was like, oh my God, like I'm going to throw up.
This isn't it.
Yeah. And I was fine. I ate something. I drank some like lemonade because that's what you're meant to do. Got on the plane. 2 hours in, I got really hot.
How long's the flight?
Like 4 hours.
Okay.
So 2 hours in, I got really, really hot, and I was like, and I'd done well.
Yeah.
For the start.
Considering,
of it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be sick. And Ryanair don't give you the sick bags. You have to like ask them. Whereas like EasyJet and stuff, they put them in the front. Yeah.
Was there no like running to the toilet action?
No, because you know when like you're in the middle of a plane, the seatbelt thing's off and people are waiting.
Yeah.
So I like went past this lady with a baby, went right to the back of the plane, and I said, "Do you have a sick bag?"
Yeah.
And she was like really she went, "Sorry, what?" And I said, "Do you have a sick bag?"
Listen to me.
And then she grabbed it, woof.
Not over her.
Everywhere. Not over her, but and you know, like when you cup your hands and
you're
goes
trying to get
through,
it
and it was everywhere, and I was like, and I just couldn't stop. It got to the point where I was led in my own sick, like sat in my own sick, just throwing up, and then she goes, "Here's your sick bag."
Shut up!
I was like, well, it's a bit fucking late for that.
Love, but thanks.
Then, but thanks.
Did you manage to get any sick into the sick bag, or
no.
were you finished by the time you got it?
I was finished by then. Yeah,
don't worry, babe.
Yeah.
It's all done now on your floor.
And then I was like helping them clean it up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
and they were like,
good.
no, like it's fine. Just think like you're never going to see any of these people again. Yeah. It was all over my clothes. So they went to the aisle where Jack was sat and they went, we're really sorry, but can your girlfriend have some clothes?
Did he not have a clue what was going on?
No. So Jack comes to the back and he was like, are you all right? And he got me some clothes and stuff. And I was wearing like these baggy like shorts, like baggy hoodie. It was so bad.
Adam Sandler vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. I still looked stunning because I was so brown.
Obviously.
But like, it was bad.
Were you embarrassed at the time?
No, I don't think so. I think I was kind of just like, shit happens.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm never going to see any of these people again. But I look back on it and I'm like,
oh
yeah.
Did the plane stink after?
No, because it was just like alcohol, so it didn't really smell of anything.
Oh,
it was really weird. Because I hadn't eaten anything really.
Right. Okay.
So it was like nothing.
It's not like fermented food.
No,
just
it was like
liquids.
nothing. Really
pure vodka coming up. Yeah.
Basically. But yeah, that's probably my most embarrassing moment.
Yeah, I mean that's not.
It's not
great, is
no.
it?
But
at least no one saw you if you said it was at the back, just the air
I feel like I
stewardess.
would have been really embarrassed if I threw up at my seat.
Yeah.
Whereas no one saw me, only the air hostess saw me.
Yeah.
Air hostess.
Yeah, I bet that's one she tells.
Yeah, she probably quit.
Yeah. When people are like, what's the most disgusting thing? This blonde bitch on the plane threw up all over me.
Oh my God, she's probably like thinking, fuck me, why didn't I get the job at Virgin Atlantic? Working on Ryanair. Cheers.
Got these skanks on the plane.
So now I think I have like major PTSD for drinking anywhere near my leaving date.
Are you fine with flying?
Fine with flying. Okay. Doesn't affect me.
But now just no drinking before
no drinking
the flight.
2 days prior.
No.
I can't risk it.
Yeah, couldn't imagine being sick on a plane, I don't think.
No.
And also feeling shit on a plane.
I don't know how people go to Ibiza and then come back feeling like shit.
Yeah.
Because you see those videos like on the way there and then on the way back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I couldn't do that.
No. Like, when I fly on a plane, it always makes me feel shit anyway.
Does it?
Like, get a bit dehydrated, bit dried out, claustrophobic. Claustrophobic, Darren.
It's claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic.
It's not claustrophobic, is it?
Claustrophobic.
I thought it was claustrophobic.
What?
I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
Claustrophobic. Well, now you're making me doubt myself. I've always said claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic. I don't know.
The word is claustrophobic, isn't it?
Claustrophobic. Oh, I don't know. I feel like we'll have to fact check later on because I feel like it is claustrophobic. Claustrophobic. Yeah, that is it.
Babe, it's claustrophobic.
It's not claustrophobic.
Fact check.
No, we're not fact checking.
Well, you guys can fact check for us.
Yeah, fact check for us.
And let us know who's right.
Can't wait to get trolled over there. You're idiots. 30-plus-year-old idiots. Cheers. I'm fucking
Vicky
28.
from Harrods.
I take that as a major compliment.
That is a compliment. A classy Vicky Pollard. That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, Vicky Pollard's funny at the end of the day. So at least they're saying that we're funny.
A hilarious, blonde, classy girl.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Just a classy galley from
That was one of
Harrods.
the troll comments that we absolutely
just
lapped
an
up.
FYI.
We just love reading them. They make us laugh so much. And that was our favourite so far.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, the person who commented that, thank you.
Thanks
Made
for
our
the compliment.
entire day. Didn't it?
We wouldn't have stopped talking about it, so thanks.
Yeah. And now every day.
Yeah. So what's your most embarrassing moment?
I would say I have a fair few in my time, but I've got one that sticks out the most. I don't know if you know about it. I may have told you. My sleepwalking incident in Oz. Do you know about it? Do you not?
No, but I will now, and I'm well excited.
So I have a thing for sleepwalking anyway. I remember once with my first boyfriend, I'd sleepwalk into his mum's room and she'd be like, Jazz, you like tried to get in my bed last night, or just weird shit.
That is weird.
Around our friend,
to join you.
Yeah, want a spoon. And with our friend Georgie, I'd sleptwalked a couple of times with her, but just doing weird stuff. Apparently one time I lifted up the mirror and I was like, where are the chavs? Just like really weird shit I would do. But me and Georgie went to Australia, however long ago, and my most craziest one happened. And we had been out drinking, and we came home back to the hostel. It was like shared dorms. Oh. Yeah, it was not great. We were in like a 4-person shared dorms, but there were bigger ones downstairs. Anyway, we got up in the morning. I got blackout drunk, couldn't really remember getting home. We went to the beach. I was like, I feel rough. I'm going to go back to the hostel. As I walk back and go into the reception, the manager is like to me, you owe us £50 and you need to leave the hostel. I was like, what the fuck? Like, sorry, what?
Rude.
And he was like, yeah, you had obviously taken drugs last night. And I was like, I had taken no drugs. We had only drunk alcohol, came home. He was like, you were off your face on some sort of substance. And I was like, I promise you now, I wasn't. And he told me the story, and he had the CCTV of the hallways of me as well.
Please tell me you saw it.
No, he was like, I can show you if you want. I was like, no, thanks, I'm good. I had from upstairs stripped myself naked, walked downstairs past everybody.
Naked.
Gets so much worse. Into a 16-bed shared dorm. Bunk beds. I had climbed halfway up, put my bum through the ladder and pissed on a girl asleep. Honestly, when he told me,
no,
it was the most embarrassed I'd ever been in my life. Like, wanted the world. I'm going red just telling the story.
To swallow you up.
I was like, you're joking. I was like, I promise you now, that's me sleepwalking. I knew as soon as he started saying it, like, as definitely sleepwalking. I was like, I do sleepwalk. He was like, no, you're on drugs. I was like, please believe me, I do sleepwalk. It just obviously was enhanced by the alcohol. We managed to stay there, but I had to pay £50 for the cleaning bill, or dollars. And I went back to the beach. I was like, Georgie, you're never going to believe what's just happened. But yeah, I never saw the CCTV, but that footage exists of me.
I feel like we need to get it.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah, we need to track down the person.
Yeah, and then put it on Insta.
What, of me?
And TikTok.
But naked.
Pissing on someone.
Well, I don't know if they had it in the rooms, but they just had me walking through. And I went to apologise to the girl as well after he told me. He told me which girl it was, and she was livid with me. And then it made me pissed off. I thought she was
don't
like...
fucking come at me.
Like, I was asleep. I didn't purposefully put my arse.
Did you? Are you sure? You look like a bitch. I'm going to piss on you. You look like a really good person to wee on.
She was livid. I was like, I'm so sorry. And she was just like turning her nose up. And I thought, you know what, you fucking bitch. You deserved that piss on you.
Yeah, you hippie-ass bitch. I don't care. We're not cutting it.
No, keep that in. That's hilarious.
Fuck her.
No,
if you're out there now, fuck you. I'm glad Jazz pissed on you.
Turning your nose up at me. It's just innocent sleepwalking accident.
Yeah, look at you in your 16-person dorm.
Yeah. I was only in a 4-bed. Yeah.
Oh, are you from Harrods? Fuck's sake.
So that is definitely my most
That's really embarrassing.
And it's...
But at least you're asleep.
Your
and you
excuse
have no
is you're asleep.
Yeah.
There's no intention behind
Great
it.
excuse.
But, I mean, still mortifying. And that's why a few pods ago I said I got scared about, like, sleeping with a weapon next to me. Because I sleepwalk.
Yeah, you definitely stab someone.
Yeah, I know it's such a possibility.
That's so weird, because we've, like, obviously stayed together quite a few times and I've never experienced it.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I still do. Tom's never seen me sleepwalk.
Oh, maybe you don't anymore.
But I know
maybe it was the drugs.
My first... all the drugs I took. Yeah. My first boyfriend and Georgie saw it a lot.
Oh
but
God.
Yeah, that was many years ago, so maybe I've calmed down. But
maybe.
Who knows? Because unless I put cameras up to watch myself, so there's no conversation.
I've seen this girl on TikTok that sleepwalks.
Oh.
And it's...
Is it? What does she do? What does she put up videos?
Scary, yeah. She's got a record, like she records herself because it's
I've never seen that.
So it's like so bad, like her sleepwalking.
Is it really intense?
Yeah, and she can become like aggressive.
Shut
and
up.
her husband's like, it's okay, like you need to, because you're not meant to wake someone up when they're sleepwalking,
you're not.
Are you? Because they become like aggressive. So yeah, I'll show you. It's really hard to explain. There's loads of different ones.
Yeah.
But she'll like just go into the lounge and just start screaming and shit like that.
You have to send me that girl's TikTok, because I would love to see that.
They obviously lock the doors and stuff, but yeah.
I wonder if you can is there like a cure for sleepwalking?
I feel like it's just a hypnotherapy, isn't it?
Oh, okay. To get into your like subconscious mind to
there's
tell
like
you not
the
to
thing
do
where
it.
they put you to sleep,
Right?
Don't they? And I feel like you can get like tapes and stuff. Maybe there's loads of shit
Pin
out
you
there.
down, shackled to the bed. You're not sleepwalking tonight, bitch.
You're not going anywhere.
No getting aggressive with me, honey.
Hey,
Dead.
that is so funny.
Do you know what? I saw the funniest thing on Instagram the other day, and it was a cake, and I think it was her 25th birthday. Is it 25? And it said too old for Leo or something like that. Because he only dates under 25. Is it 25? I think that's the age.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
I wouldn't date him, even if I was under 25.
Would you not?
No.
Not even for the dollar bills?
No, because you still have to sleep with him.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, don't get me
wrong. In
wrong,
his
he used
younger
to be
days,
fit,
yeah.
But
like,
now...
he is an old man now.
Not for me.
Well, middle-aged? How old is he? 50? He must be.
50-something.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah, too old for Leo. Do you think it is a bit noncy?
Yes.
When 50-year-olds go for girls in their early 20s?
In their prime.
Or even in their teens, because I guess from 18, like that is legal still. Does that make you feel icky, or?
Yeah, well, the legal age in England is 16.
Yeah, which is even more terrifying.
Which is weird, because you can't send an explicit photo until you're age 17.
That is random.
Weird.
I feel like
fact check.
Yeah. Don't take that as gospel.
Because I thought that was the thing that's what they were saying about the Hugh Edwards thing. Because apparently they were over 16, but because they sent explicit photos,
right,
it was illegal because they were
right
until they're 17 or something like that.
I don't think age gap relationships are bad when they're like
10 years.
Over 30. Like, if you're 30 and 50, I don't think that's...
I feel like 28 and say like someone's 28 and like the other guy's like 38. I don't think that's weird.
No.
I think it's when they're like 55 and the other person's under like 20.
Because I think under
30.
25, you're still very immature.
Yeah.
That's the issue with it.
Yeah.
And even if you're like, oh, but they're really grown up for their age, it's like, are they? They're 18. They've only lived 18 years on this
weird.
planet.
I feel like if they're like 56 above, don't date anyone under the age of 28.
Yeah.
I
would
wouldn't
agree.
date someone that's 55.
No.
So I feel like it is a bit noncy. Even though it's not actually paedophilia.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit frowned upon.
It's like that Aaron Taylor-Johnson. He's going out with that older lady, but apparently they first met on a set and started dating when he was 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Serious?
And she was... Oh, you're going to have to fact check this because I don't have the info, but fair bit older, maybe 40s, I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was like 40s. Yeah, fucking hell.
And then it's like, that's not professional, especially if that was in a workplace environment. And imagine that was a man with a 17-year-old woman. People would have a lot more to say about it.
Screaming.
Yeah.
People are like, what the fuck? This is so wrong.
Yeah. But I think people do scream about it now. They think that she's bang out of order.
Well, I mean, she is a lot older now.
Yeah.
But then I guess he's at a mature age where he can make his own decisions.
Yeah.
So
well,
who
now,
actually cares?
yeah, the issue is
Yeah.
fine because he's older, but I think it's a fact of how they first got together when he was so young.
17. That's a bit different. And he's good looking.
It's young, but I guess it is still old enough to
17.
do what you want.
No. When I was 17, I didn't have a clue.
But in the eyes of the law,
Yeah.
he could do what he
But
liked.
not in America. I thought it was 18 in America. Legal
Yeah.
age.
I wonder. I think they're both English though, like us. So
Oh my god, of course he's English.
yeah, he was in Angus Young's
Yeah.
Perfect
Oh my
Soul
god,
Game.
favourite movie ever.
Yeah, stunning.
Literally.
But he hates that movie. I keep seeing interviews of him, and he just like fobs it off. And it's like, be humble. Don't forget what made you who you are.
Literally, all of us teenage girls
Yeah.
like pining over
The only reason
you.
you're famous because of that bloody movie.
Yeah, literally because of
Yeah.
Kick-Ass was afterwards, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Fool.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Because
a bit
all of us
cringy
were
when
sat
people
there.
try and
Yeah, it's like what's his name? Jacob Elordi
Yeah.
and Kissing Booth.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like own it because
You didn't exist
Yeah.
before that, so
It is cringeworthy, but everyone loved it, and it made you
yeah,
get to
I
the
still
top.
watch it now.
Yeah, literally.
When I'm
love that
feeling like
film.
sad.
What was our other one we loved?
After.
After. That was it. After. We were
Hero.
obsessed with Kissing Booth and After.
Oh, yeah.
We went through a phase of
I might
just-
watch that tonight, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, reminisce.
Yeah. But only after. All the ones after that get a bit
I wouldn't-
wishy-washy.
It's the sequels, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's when they become shit and you're like, oh.
The first original's always the best for the films,
because
isn't
it's
it?
like suspense.
Yeah.
Like what's happening.
Yeah. Love.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready
for
for
dilemma
dilemma
time?
time? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Help a girl out. I work in an office job, and 6 months ago, a new guy joined the department. Recently, we've built somewhat of a bond. At first, it was just friendly banter, but now it's turned into late night texts. We joke, vent about work, and talk about personal stuff. But here's the thing, he is married.
Ooh.
We haven't crossed any physical lines, but I sense that there's something there, and I think he can sense it too. To make things worse, people at work have made jokey comments like us being work husband and wife. I play it off, but obviously everyone can see that there is something there. Now I am stuck. Do I continue acting the same with him, as for now no boundaries have been crossed, or do I take a step back from the friendship, and how would I even do that? What would you do?
She's crossed a boundary.
She likes a guy that's married and she thinks that he likes her back.
No.
This is why I'm grateful that Tom doesn't work an office job, because shit like this, I've
Always
worked in an
happens.
office, and shit like this is so common. Everyone is so incestuous, is that a word?
Yeah.
With each other. And I think people have to remember that theory of like, do you just fancy them because they're the only person in the room, like the hottest person in the room.
Yeah.
Would you actually fancy them outside of
work? You need to take them out.
It's the close proximity crush.
Yes.
Like, it's just because you're near them a lot.
And you see them every day. Yeah.
Like, you need to
and
rationalise.
Like, maybe he has banter.
Yeah, but is that enough to split up a married man?
If I was you, I think it's quite easily squished.
Yeah.
And even if you're just friends, just take a step back. If he messages you, just ignore him.
Don't let the lust control you.
Yeah, don't. Step the fuck back. Because at the end of the day, it never works out.
No.
For the second person.
Yeah. And even if you were to date, hypothetically, why the hell would you want to date a man that's cheated on his wife?
Literally.
Not that he's cheated yet, but do you know what I mean?
Well, no, but I feel like that
crosses
is
boundaries like that.
That is a line.
As when a new girl joins the office, like, that will just be his next...
Literally.
Yeah, victim.
Yeah, and they always like the new ones.
Yeah, fresh and shiny.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, take a step back, get yourself together, give yourself a shake.
I don't think this is really a debate that we can have, to be fair, because I feel like it's quite an obvious...
We can't play, like, devil's advocate.
No,
because it's just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's quite easily done. I feel like you could just... If he messages you, just don't reply. And if he says something, just say, oh, sorry, I was busy.
Yeah.
And like, I know it's hard because obviously that dynamic will change in the office.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like
I think you can still be
do.
friendly face to face, but maybe the texting.
Stop.
Yeah, make sure that comes to an end and maybe just keep it work.
And you need to put yourself in his wife's shoes.
Absolutely.
Because if you saw that, if your husband was texting one of his work friends in whatever way you guys are texting, bantery, I would say that is crossing a boundary in itself.
You're saying you haven't crossed a boundary, but
that is.
I would say that is, yeah.
There's a thin line between banter and flirtation.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could obviously you've put banter, but is it banter or are you just saying it's banter but you're actually flirting?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's quite an easy one to get out of, and I would get the fuck out now.
Yeah, squish it.
While you still can, because I feel like there's going to be a boundary crossed at some point.
Yeah, it's inevitable. If you both fancy each other, you're just building the suspense up to that moment. And that is the fun part.
Of lust.
That's why it feels so great, is because, like...
Because there's tension.
Yes, and I get it. It feels amazing, but... it's not long lasting.
No, it never is.
No.
Lust is just a thing that comes and then it goes.
You'll find someone else soon, so just...
Yeah, and imagine if you kiss him and the tension's gone and you're just like, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd end up just regretting it, and then it would just make it an awkward office
just tell yourself that he's got like a micro penis and try and get yourself...
Yeah, good idea,
Get the crush gone.
Unless that's your thing.
Yeah, unless you're into them.
Yeah. I think you just need to be like, he's got a wife. You need to tell him yourself
maybe
that.
Just remind yourself that. Don't imagine he's got a
dick.
It's not worth it.
No. Yeah, what the fuck am I thinking?
No, the wife is the important bit.
The wife. But yeah, I feel like it's easily done. I feel like so many offices have that. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
It's actually... ridiculous how many affairs happen
in an office environment.
Yeah. And you'd think the tradies would be bad, but really it's just
but they
lads
work
at
with
the
just
pub.
Men.
Yeah.
And then they go to the pub and they
might
football.
Talk shit at work, like, oh, this girl's fit, but that's as far as it goes.
Yeah. They're not like, they're like...
It's a laddie environment. Yeah. Offices aren't laddie environments.
Testosterone environment is a fucking office environment.
But it's just...
who's got the biggest balls?
Yeah. It's like dogs on heat in
offices.
offices.
Yeah.
Sends people feral.
Literally. I'm glad that Jack doesn't do that either.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't think I could.
When he goes to the office, I'm like, you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
Yeah. I can see your every move.
You know that necklace I gave you?
It's a tracker.
Actually. It's a camera with a mic.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yeah.
You can actually order them.
I might do it.
I know someone who's used one of them once, but it wasn't a necklace. But I think it might have been a pen or something that was recording, and they left it out to watch their boyfriend then when they went away in their home, I think. I'll drop names after.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, and I think they did catch something, maybe.
We could bleep them out. Tell me the names. I'll bleep them.
No, it was only along the lines of that.
Stunning.
Yeah.
We'll bleep that out.
Yeah.
You can't know.
You can't know all the tea, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
And not that you'd know these people we're talking about anyway. So
yeah, that's a really good dilemma. But yeah, definitely walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
Because you can right now.
Yeah.
When you cross that boundary,
it's done.
Yeah.
And then you're a bad person.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but if you're already doubting it now, then follow that instinct of the doubt.
And lust isn't always as great as it seems.
No. It's
it
really not.
Usually it's just a fucking dampener.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, that wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Once you actually get to the point, you're like, oh.
No, that wasn't worth it.
Boring. On to the next.
Yeah. Would you risk it for a chocolate biscuit?
No.
Good answer. Right, my turn. So this is actually a really bad one because this girl has actually put names. So I'm going to have to
try and... Well, if you accidentally say them, we will just bleep.
So, bleep.
Yeah.
Wait, should we just give them names?
Well, why don't you just say fake names?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Hey girls, I thought I'd message you as I'm in a bit of a tough spot. My best friend Kate has been dating this guy, Jake, for a few months now, and she's completely smitten. The problem is, I know something about him that she doesn't know. He's been texting another girl behind her back. I overheard a conversation between them last week, and it's clear that he's not as committed as he says he is. I want to tell Kay, I really do. She deserves the truth, and I can't stand seeing her so happy with someone who's not being honest, but I'm terrified of how she'll react. She'll probably be devastated, and I know I'll be the one who has to pick up the pieces. There's a chance I could be wrong, or maybe it's not as bad as it seems. But if I stay quiet, I feel like I'm betraying her by not saying anything. If I tell her, I risk ruining our friendship or causing more drama than it's worth. Do I tell Kate the truth, even if it could hurt her, or do I just stay silent and let her figure it out on her own?
Did you say best friend?
Yeah.
Best friend. Should I let her figure it out on her own? What a fucking best friend you are. Imagine me saying to you, if I knew that your boyfriend had been messaging someone, she can figure it out on her own. What the fuck?
You can't say that. She won't listen.
What the actual fuck? I think you want to reevaluate your friendship if you're sending that in for advice.
I'm not going to lie. I tell Jazz.
Obviously.
Yeah. We've heard things about each other before, and we've immediately got on the phone to each other and told each other straight away. I feel like you need to tell her. And don't worry about the fucking drama.
No, irrelevant. Like, you take drama on for your best friend.
Yeah, and yes, you should pick up the pieces, because you're going to have to pick up the pieces either way.
I wonder if the girl he's texting is like another friend of hers. What?
Ooh,
that would be juicy.
That would be bad.
But did she say in it she doesn't know the extent of the messages? Did you say something like that? I'm sure you did.
Yeah, it just says there's a chance I could be wrong. Or maybe it's not as bad as it seems.
So she knows he's texting someone else, but she doesn't know if it's necessarily
that kind of texting.
Yeah, so I guess that's the issue. But you can still say to your friend, look, I know he's messaging this girl, they might just be friends, but I just want to tell you.
Yeah, I thought I'd let you know.
And she might be like, oh yeah, they're friends, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So you need to tell her?
Yeah. I would tell her, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'd want to know.
Yeah, obviously.
Especially, it depends, obviously, like, it doesn't say how long they've been. Oh, a few months. Fucking.
If it's your best friend, like if it was a girl you just knew, kind of.
And
then,
who cares about the drama? Create it.
Yeah.
Might be fun.
Fucking love the drama. I'd make it up just to start the drama.
The thing is, you would. No, JK.
I'm like, this relationship needs some spice. Let me sprinkle a little rumour in. Sprinkle a little bit of toxic.
But no, I definitely think you need to tell her, because I feel like, I feel like you have to tell her. It could be complete, or talk to him.
Yeah. Pull him aside and say, I know you're texting this girl.
No, because then he knows that she knows, and he's going to know that she's obviously going to tell her best friend, and then he might come up with an excuse.
Oh, you have hit the nail on the head. Don't give boys time to think, ever.
Ever.
If one thing I've ever learned, you do not text them when you find stuff out. You do not call them.
You wait.
You're in person, face to face.
In a mutual environment so they can't run away.
Yeah, and if they don't have an immediate source of... Because you'll know if they stumble. Yeah. You can see it written all over them.
They usually go, what are you talking about?
Yes! What are you talking about? Oh, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, you're being dramatic.
Yeah. Lies. They're guilty as charged.
Guilty, red flag.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
But if you text them, they're thinking.
And then they'll read it.
Come up with a brilliant excuse.
Oh, sorry for the late reply.
Yeah.
Just been thinking about betraying you. But no, if you do it straight to their face, fucking love that.
So don't tell him
seeing
because
their reaction.
Seeing them squirm.
What are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? I've just said it to you.
It's universal, isn't it? They all have the same reaction.
Yeah. What, like, why are you being like that?
Yeah.
Don't gaslight me.
Yeah.
Don't
Where
put
have you
it on
got
me.
that from?
Yeah.
Oh. Or who's told you that? It's always falls on the person that's the messenger, isn't it?
Yeah, who said that?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's not about who said it. Why have you done it? Yeah. That's the problem.
Tell me if you're lying or you're telling the fucking truth. Now give me your phone, you slag.
Yeah.
You fucking cunt.
You piece of shit.
Yeah. Anyway, we've totally done. But yeah, don't tell him, actually. That's a really bad idea.
Tell her.
Go straight to her, and then she can...
figure it out.
Kill him.
Or that.
Yeah. And you should be there to help her hide the body.
Yeah.
Because that's what best friends are for.
Best friends do. They tell their friends.
Yeah.
Everything.
If you called me and said, Eleanor, something's happened, you need to come here now.
Be there in a
And
heartbeat.
I got there, and you had murdered Tom, I'd be like, right, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do.
I love you.
This is... Yeah.
I would say I do the same, but I would not think rationally at all.
I'd be like,
what have you done?
Jazz would get there and she'd be like, what do we do? I'll go
call the police right now. My friend's
just tell her it's self-defense. I wouldn't.
You would be logistic.
Yeah.
Calm.
Right, have you wiped everything down?
Yeah, you would be on it.
I'd be on it. Get the tarpaulin, get saline wrap. We're getting rid of his body.
I would freak the fuck out.
Get the saw and chop him.
So if you murder someone, naughty gal.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't do it for everyone.
No.
Just for you.
Yeah, thanks. Special.
Just try not to murder Tom.
Yeah, I would never.
I do like
unless I'm sleepwalking.
Yeah. Literally. Oh, for God's sake. But yeah, they are
Stunning.
our dilemmas. But yeah, tell her.
Tell her. Yeah, absolutely.
Tell her. But thank you guys for sending those.
Yeah, they were good ones.
We always get juicy ones, and I feel like we haven't really had like one that we thought was boring yet.
No,
No.
We don't need boring ones, though, do we?
No, true.
Yeah, filter out
I
the
feel like we
boring
need
ones.
one that we can like, be absolutely
savage on.
Yeah,
we want all the tea.
We want something about a guy cheating on their girlfriend, so we can rip the shit out of him, and we can name names.
And then send his number, and we'll call him and do like a prank
live.
or something. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that woman that does that?
No.
Like you send. Oh, actually, there's two different ones.
Isn't that the one that's like to see if they're messaging
cheating?
back?
You can do that one, and then there's another like TikTok page where if a guy doesn't respond after your first date, they call him and they're like, "Oh, why didn't you take her on a second date, or why did you ghost her?" Yeah.
Ooh.
And there's another girl who just farts down the phone to them. Have you seen that? No. She'll call them and just fart, and then hang up.
What if she doesn't need a
People
fart?
love it. Maybe she can do it on demand.
Maybe.
Skillful.
Some
It's
people
a
can do
talent.
that, to be fair.
Yeah, pretty random, but the shit I watch.
Yeah.
That's my For You page.
Oh my God,
Fucked
that's
up.
so funny.
Yeah.
That is honestly the funniest thing. So what's our trend of the week?
Trending this week, as everyone should be well aware of, is the Brianna chicken fry and Grace drama, which we're all well aware of. It's been everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think we might ruffle some feathers. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've discussed this.
Yeah. Let's not pretend that all you bitches were absolutely gagging for the tea of why their friendship broke up.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend that you weren't all desperate for it and you're all writing your own narratives of what happened. And then the moment she comes out on her podcast or the BFF's podcast and actually says the reason about their friendship ending, then you all attack her for saying why their friendship ended on a
coming
podcast.
clean.
And it's like, you all wanted that info because otherwise you just
now
make
you've
up
got
a
it.
story yourself.
Oh, yeah, because people love conspiracy theories.
And now she's said it, and you're all like, you shouldn't have said that on a podcast. It's like, don't act like you didn't want that.
Yeah.
Don't act like you didn't want that.
Literally.
You wanted it from the horse's mouth. You've got it from the horse's mouth, and now you're pissed at her.
We all want Molly May to tell us that Tommy's cheating.
Yeah.
We all want Molly May to say why you broke up,
Yeah.
but we're never going to get
You
it.
all
So
want
take
it.
it
Yeah.
while you can
Yeah.
and savour it.
Yeah.
Because it's juicy.
Yeah. So I think they run a podcast. They're very open about their lives. They're going to be open about a friendship breakup. Feel privileged that you got to hear her side of the story. And also, I'm not saying that Bri is the most perfect person and hasn't done or said some maybe distasteful things.
But we all make mistakes.
But we all make mistakes. We're very quick to cancel people in this cancel culture. And she's a real girl with real mental health, and having everyone making videos and slander her all over the internet.
And I feel like we've all been in one of those.
Its toll on her.
And we've all been in a, like, if you've been in a manipulative relationship yourself, it's very hard to see the right side.
Yeah. And even after you've come out of that abusive relationship,
still hard.
You have so many years ahead of you of healing as a person. I don't think anyone realises how soul-crushing it is to be in an abusive and manipulative relationship.
It's horrible. It's one of the most horrible experiences.
So let's just give her some grace, pardon the pun. And remember, she is just a girl figuring things out. I don't think it's cancel-worthy. I think everyone deeps it a bit too much.
And I think from Grace's side, I feel like from Grace's side, I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, would you not want to be there for your friends?
Taking a step back from that relationship because it was affecting you is absolutely okay, but and the right thing to do.
Also, don't be there for her.
Yeah, and two things can be true at once. Like, you can take a step back and that be okay, and it can also be really hurtful to Bri to have someone step out while you need them the most. So I think two things can be true at once, and we should stop team Grace, team Bri.
And look at both narratives. Look at both stories, because at the end of the day, there's always two sides to a story.
They're just two girls.
And you're on the outside. And both of them... Like, do you know what I mean? There's always two sides.
There is always two sides.
They might not both be the truth either. Like, you don't know that.
As soon as someone picks up on something online of what you've been fed, everyone clings onto it and runs with that story.
And it's always like the victim.
It's going to go deeper than what they've shown. Like,
100%.
Their wounds are real.
There's got to be more to the story. Can't just be like, Bri's going out with an abusive guy, she's left, she's taken a step back, and that's the end of our friendship. Obviously, there's a lot more to it, and they don't have to tell us.
For so long, there's going to be so much stuff we're not aware of. So I think the videos incessantly harassing Bri, telling her she's a bad person, maybe like, chill the fuck out and let the girl breathe. She's just come out of the worst time of her life.
I actually
give
feel
the girl a fucking break.
I feel like that's actually really sad, because I feel like when you're in that kind of relationship, it's really hard to see what's going on around you, and
now
hard
the world
to
hates her.
and hard to point out the bad things about the person that you're in love with. And then when you finally realize and take that fucking massive risk to leave that abusive relationship,
which is the hardest thing to ever do.
And then you're scared because that person could then obviously come after you, and then actually you've got no one because your best friend isn't there for you. And then you've got no one left. You don't have that abusive relationship, and
you don't have the friendship.
And I feel like that's the worst part, because
she's coming out on her own.
And you're actually more likely to go back.
100%.
Because when you're at your lowest
support system.
Exactly. So she's going to be like, I've got no one. That's the only guy that was there for me.
Don't go back, but
that's the only guy that was there for me. He was always there.
Even if he was abusive, he was there.
Because that is what a manipulative relationship is. They make you feel like they are the only person in your bubble.
I think
and then the only person there for
maybe
you.
is forgetting how bad it is when you're in it. So that is our stance on it. We're very we like playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I think we can always
Two
see
sides to every story.
two sides. So, yeah, we're not fully Team Grace or fully Team Bri.
We're
I
in the
just
middle.
think
We're sat on the fence.
we're sat on the fence, and I think everyone just needs to take a step back and let the girls carry on with their lives separately now that they're not friends. That's fine. They're going to go on their own paths.
Yeah. And they probably
leave
will
them
come
be.
back together.
And they've both got their own fans, so
yeah.
there doesn't need to be teams.
No.
It's just pathetic.
Literally, just pick one and just stay quiet about it.
Yeah.
You don't need to shout about it.
Yeah, you don't need to comment and make videos. I know
Even
we're
though
making
we're
a video now, so
And a podcast.
yeah.
Very well. But yeah, just stay in your lane. Pick a
Yeah.
side and just go with it.
And then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, basically.
Stunning.
And I also wanted to touch on the Barry Sabrina thing.
Yeah, that has been trending. Is it fake news?
He's taken
Well,
his
do you want to actually
Instagram
tell
down.
the fans about what the alleged...
So apparently Barry Keegan.
Yeah?
Keegan.
Keegan.
He's Irish, so Keegan. I don't know.
Keegan.
Keegan. So Barry Keegan has apparently cheated on Sabrina Carpenter with Brecky Hill.
Ugh.
I thought it was like a nickname for Becky Hill, and I was like, really?
Brecky? Who the fuck is
Yeah.
called Brecky?
And so then I googled her, and she's just like this OnlyFans person.
Oh.
They're always the OnlyFans people. It's so
Yeah.
annoying. So apparently he's cheated on her with this Brecky Hill. Sabrina hasn't come up with anything. Sabrina is still Barry's only follower.
Okay.
He's still only following her.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's been getting loads of shit. He put a statement up saying, like, I've got a kid.
Oh, yes, I did see that. They
Yeah.
were going outside his baby mum's house
Yeah.
or something.
And he's now taken down his Instagram.
Shit.
Yeah. Sabrina hasn't said anything.
So hasn't made a statement saying true, false, or
That's why I'm
nothing.
thinking it's false.
Yeah.
I just don't think Barry would do
I don't
that.
think celebrities really comment on false stories, do they?
They
When
just
it's false,
stay
they let
quiet.
them fade away because they know once the next big story comes
Yeah,
in, theirs
it
will
will be
forgotten
old
about.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that is
But
just...
why him cheating, would that make someone want to go to his baby mum's house? I don't get the correlation.
Because, you know, like with... If you say something bad about Taylor Swift, like the Swifties come. Like, it's one of those fan bases that is just like... like in your face.
Oh, so it's the Sabrina Carpenter's fans, which
Yeah.
are like, we're gonna
Can't
have
believe
you.
you did this, Barry. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I don't think it's true, and that is my point on it. I just don't think it's true. Barry wouldn't
think
do that to her.
Fake news.
He's obsessed with her.
Yeah, and who wouldn't be? For
That's
a
what I
start?
mean. Like, he only followed her. He likes
Yeah.
every single one of her photos.
You think better of him than
Yeah, I just don't
to be
think
that much of a scoundrel.
She also has still got please, please, please pinned
him.
on her Instagram,
Yeah.
and I feel like she would have taken that down.
Do you think?
But
it's
now
like
people-
a song, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know, but like, if like I was famous,
When?
yeah, like when I'm famous, and I do like did a music video with my boyfriend, I'd take that down if he fucking cheated on me.
Yeah.
100%. I've already got my fans. I'm already fucking.
But
rich
then
and
I guess
famous.
even if it's true, it'll add to the speculation and the drama.
I just think that Sabrina is the type of person that would come out and say if it was true.
Like, guys, put it to bed.
It's true. I feel like her, because she's so famous.
Yeah.
I feel like her publication, what are they called?
Yeah, publicist.
would
It
say
would-
you need to
yeah,
comment on this
yeah.
now.
But I just think also there's no smoke without fire.
True.
And like these stories that get to the press, like they have to come from a reliable
I don't think
source,
TMZ
don't
has
they?
said anything, and they're pretty reliable.
Yeah. I feel like you have to come to the newspaper or whatever with a source.
Yeah.
It has to be
But
credible,
also-
surely. Or not. Because I think,
it's
I
like
don't
the
know.
Sun
I don't know how
newspaper.
it works.
I feel like obviously things like what's it called? Like is it the Independent?
Right.
Like the New York Times.
Yeah.
They are fact checked.
That needs to be a
but
credible
things
source.
like the Sun,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's like just hearsay.
Yeah.
Just give us a bit of goss and we'll print it
Yeah,
out.
we'll give you 50 quid.
Yeah.
Or like the Daily Mail.
We'll give you a tenner for that
yeah,
story.
or like the Daily Mail. That's a
Yeah,
bit different.
Okay.
So I don't know. We want to know your thoughts though.
Yeah. Do you think... I mean, he would be an idiot too because that girl is just 10 out of 10. But,
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
but men do cheat.
Oh, I just don't think he would.
No matter the man. They're
I'm on
always
Barry's
gonna-
side. I just don't think he would. And I feel
No.
like stay off his fucking Instagram.
Yeah, and leave his baby mum and his son alone. That is messed up.
That's a bit too far, I think.
Yeah, like those fans are freaks.
Yeah, freaks.
Like,
yeah.
get a life.
Who's this Brecky Hill bitch? Because she needs to fucking
And
back
what's
up.
with that name?
She hasn't said anything either.
Yeah, I don't want to
She's
actually
probably
hate on
loving
her
it.
because she might just be a completely innocent girl in all of this. And I'm like, what the fuck is that name? Brecky Hill.
No,
It's just a random name.
She hasn't
Sorry,
commented
Brecky.
on it, but like obviously I do feel like a lot of OnlyFans girlies
Yeah.
are really loving the drama at the moment.
Yeah. I guess even if it's false, it's not bad for her.
Like publicity.
No. More views.
Yeah,
More clicks.
she probably the one that told them.
Yeah. Tell you what, let me start a rumour
Yeah.
that I slept with Barry.
Literally.
I'm
So, yeah.
sure loads of celebs make up lies like that to get. They
Yeah.
say, don't they? All
Look at Kris Jenner.
bad paparazzi is
No,
good. What is it?
Bad press is good press.
Yeah, because your name's out there.
Yeah.
More money. More
Literally.
dollar bills.
Dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
But anyway, that is the end of episode 5.
That's a wrap, guys. We love it. It gets better and better each week.
And then next week you will get our Christmas episode.
Yeah, we're gonna get some special crimbo jumpers for you.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Some stunning ones if we can find any.
And if you have
They're
any
all sold
like
out.
Christmas dilemmas, that would be really
Oh
great.
yeah, send us Christmas
Yeah,
dilemmas. We
put
would
us in
love
the
that.
mood. Yeah, I love that.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you next week,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll see you next
love
week.
you. Peace out, bitches. Bye.
Bye.